Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. Here we are in episode 71, and I just did a quick rundown of how many quests we got left. It's about 50-ish before we're actually out of the 7th Umbral era and into the next expansion. So still quite of a long ways to go, but we're getting there. We're chugging along. We've already done quite a few already, so we can at least do about 3 to 4 an episode. So probably by episode 100 we'll be at the next expansion. Maybe. Ish. I don't know. Anyway, let's not waste time. Let's go ahead and talk to Alpha, and I hope everybody's doing very well. Hopefully, happily. Here we go. I should be glad to know the truth, and yet the thought of all this chaos was the product of one man's lust for power sickens me. So how long do you think they intend to hide the existence of Omega from the Scions? That they even felt they needed to do so is most troubling. It would be in our best interest to learn more of the military activities in disputed territories. Fortunately, you are well positioned to do so, Sergeant Mitsunade. Pray keep us informed of any developments in Cardinal. Begone, whelp. This is no place for children. The heck? Oh, it's Ellie. I'm sorry. I was looking for you, miss. You said you were looking for the man who left with my parents. You know this girl? Kind of. We met when I was looking for the merchant. So he visited Stoneshaw as well, I see. Did you find the man? Were my parents with him? They were not, I am afraid. However, I can think of several places they might be. If you like, we can go and look for them together. Really? You'll help me look, mister? Of course, but first I must needs finishing speaking with my friend. She's telling me a secret, you see, so no one else is allowed to listen. Mayhap you could wait for me at the pillar over there? We require but a moment. Okay, mister, I'll be waiting. Aw, that's so sweet. I'll take her to the quick stand. Mayhap Momodi will know what to do. A legion of Garleans. An Aether Star Primal. Even dealing with an Ascian would be preferable to this charade. Sometimes I fear Minfilia is too ambitious. We rush hither and yon in response to threats as they arise, without concern for the strain it places on over-limited resources, and ourselves. Mayhap the time has come for a change. Yeah, this is Minfilia. I know this is sudden, but I ask you to return to Revenant's Toll with all due haste. The situation in 12 has taken a turn for the worse. I will explain in detail once you arrive. Sorry, Alphanaut. Gotta go. The 12 then the primal threat she spoke of before has been confirmed. I have received no reports of Ixal activity, which leaves the Sylphs. Kokiar, you know as well the apprentice of the primal takes precedence over all else. Oh, and when you arrive, do inform the antecedent that while I am grateful for her concern, she need not worry for my safety. I am more than capable of protecting myself. All right. It is a relief to see you heartily and hail, Kiara. The latest news from Ul'dah was most disturbing. Clearly, the one Inquire Alphanon suffered was his ego. Doubtless it'll heal ere long. The other scions will need to be present for this meeting, so if you are ready to begin, I will summon them now. Thank you for responding to my call with such haste. Oh, come on, they couldn't have voice act this one. Come on, it's a lot of dialogue. Rest assured, I have not summoned you if it were not urgent. The business then. I have reached some most disturbing news from the Order of the Twin Adder. They have reason to believe that the Sylphs may have called forth their revered guardian, the primal Rama. I'm sorry, may have? Then it is not certain. The Elder Seed Seer informs us that the elementals themselves murmur of the Lord of Levin's return to the forest. The Sithlands, however, display no signs of undue commotion. Forgive me, Antecedent, but the fact need not contradict the elementals' testimony. Unlike his more below compares, Gradia and so on, Rama is reputed to act only in the defense of his children. I imagine he would soon make his presence known if any foolish enough were to directly endanger the Siths or their territory. The aberration of this development concerns me. Were we not keeping a close watch on the touched ones and their movements? If preparations for a summoning ritual were indeed underway, it would surely not have escaped your notice. Oh, it didn't. I was pretty sure it was going to happen, just not this soon. I beg your pardon, you foresaw this, eventually did not prevent it? I told Papalemo I suppose I could have reported things to Menphilia earlier, but there honestly wasn't much we could do except wait and see. You know how the Seths feel about people poking around in their territory. They already summoned Rama once right after the calamity, but that was because Garlenians came trampling through their forest. And so long as Castrum Orient stands, the Siths cannot be blamed for wishing to have their guardian's deity on hand. In short, Ida and I are in agreement. The actions of the forest folks were inevitable and unavoidable. And I maintain that the observation would have remained the best policy had it not been for the sudden influx of strangers into the Black Shroud. That, alas, we did not foresee. By all accounts, the recent violence in Ul'dah drove a number of refugees to seek safety under concealing canopy of the trees. It is like the Sylphs perceive this panic migration as yet another invasion and quicken their efforts to summon their god. I am put to mind of Titan and the nobles once again. It is the affairs of men which have paved the way for the primal's coming. Indeed. One cannot help but wonder what man in our place Eorzea would be if without civilizing influence of mankind. Be that as it may, this regardable development does afford us a unique opportunity. Kiara, though your dealings with the Siths a little soulless, unless you succeed in preventing an untimely conflict with Gridania. I wonder, might one so has treated the Sylphs so fortunately in the past, most not archive similar success with the patron deity? If Rama can be convinced of our intentions, it may be the first step to breaking the cycle of primal summoning. If found hope were such a thing possible, we would not have been at war with the beastmen since times immemorial. But maybe this time we can... Let us continue the discussion anon. We must first consult with the nation most affected by Rama's presence. The Elder Seed Seer has requested your personal involvement here. I pray report to the Commander Halas at Adder's Nest as soon as you are able to. Still yourself for the worst while I hope for a peaceful resolution to this matter. Experience suggests that your meeting with the Lord of Levin will prove less than amicable. In such an event, your fellow scions will, of course, lend you whatever support you require. Okay, so back to Gridania we go. Sergeant Mincinata, your arrival is the most anticipated. The appearance of the Primal has ever caused you alarm and unease. Though my men stand ready for any eventuality, I know no more than qualified than you to snuff out this threat. Indeed, I would have you do so without delay. The Elder Cecil, however, would wish to speak to you first. She is of the opinion that your diplomatic rather than martial skill may better serve our cause. I will leave further explanation of our learned leader. Pray make your way to Nokia's altar, and conjuring attendants will admit you into the Lord's Lotus Strand. That is... yeah, this way. Other signs have already arrived, madam. May I show you in? Yes. Yes, you may.
Scions of the Seventh Dawn, on behalf of the people of Gridania, I bid you welcome. Your presence is of great comfort to us all in these days of uncertainty. I summoned you here to share tidings of a most urgent nature. But a short while ago, the great elemental spoke, and his voice was clarion in its intensity. Ramu is returned unto the forest. Scarce had his words ceased to echo in mine ears when we were visited by an emissary from Little Solace. Our guest informs us that the Sylphs too have sensed the presence of the Lord of Levin. Though his exact whereabouts remain unknown, we may safely assume that the Primal was summoned within the heart of the Sylphlands. Unlike the other Primals you have encountered, Lord Ramu is no raging avatar of destruction. He is revered as much for his wisdom as his strength, serving as both arbiter and guardian to his children. Given that we and the Sylphs found a way to share the Twelves Wood, it is my hope that this sagely immortal will be amenable to reason, and that conflict may be avoided. Blessed as you are with the power of the Echo, you are one of the few among us who may commune with a Primal without fear of influence. I would ask, therefore, that you represent us in this most delicate of negotiations. The Twelves Wood has suffered enough. Upon this, we and the Sylphs, and I would venture Lord Ramu himself, are in perfect accord. Let us not endanger our shared home by engaging in unnecessary hostilities. Dear friend, I beseech you, safeguard the peace which exists between our peoples. You have my thanks. Pray make for Little Solace, then. A member of the Order of the Twin Adder awaits you there. He will advise you on how to find the Lord of Levin. An ill wind blows through the forest. Yet, it is not only the Twelveswood that flinches at its coming. All the lands Veorzia shiver in dread anticipation. Have care.
Okay, off we go. Sergeant Mitsunade, I was told to expect you. I understand you go to treat with the Primal Roma himself. An unbelievable task, but one for which I have no doubt you are well suited. I have been told that you and the fellow Silence are conducting an investigation of the area as we speak, that we might ascertain the location where Lord Roma 11 might be found, or the Lord of the 11 might be found. I would ask that you abide here until they return with their findings. Just shut up and give me the money. I was told that a messenger will be sent here as your fellow Scions finish their investigation. I do not imagine it will be much longer. This one returns, and returns with good tidings. Wise ones have finished searching and have wisely identified the precise location where the touched one summoned Lord Rama. Your timing is impeccable, my fluttery friend. Might you be so kind as to escort this good woman to her fellow Scions? It would be this one's pleasure, walking one. Please, please, come with this one. How far is it? Oh, that's pretty far. Okay, time to fly. Or at least bounce up. Ah, so much better. Oop, overshot. Wait. What the hell? Where am I? Oh, there we go. Sorry if you guys just heard that. That was my cat jumping up on the table. He's a weird one, he is. Now he's gonna crawl on my printer. Now he's gonna plop down on my printer and go to sleep. Wise ones have ventured deep within the Sylphlands. These ones must proceed carefully and keep an eye out for touched ones. Okay, Maxio, how much further, dude? Oh, for Pete's sake. Alright. This one is most sorry, but this one can go no further. Draw too close to Lord Roma. And this one may mean nasty like touched ones. And so this one must say farewell for now. Walking one will find one's not far from here. To the south. Go in safety, walking one. Oh, it's Papalemo. Alright. Die for Pete's sake. So it's accurately you, Emily. For a moment I thought we were dealing with another one of those confounded sylph tricksters. I swear, with them wreaking havoc on their skin-changing magics, it's a wonder I was able to finish taking my measurements. Yes, it was quite the ordeal. You should have seen the look on Yushtolo's face when the one impersonating you suddenly showed up. That's quite enough, Papalemo. Ahem, my apologies. It's not like me to ramble so. At any rate, as I was saying, I finished measuring the etheric activity in the area, and I'm pleased to say I have reached an indisputable conclusion, to wit, that Rama was called forth, and in this vicinity of the Sith Aetherite. Come, Kiara, the Lord of Levin awaits. Oh, well, there you go.
Tynora betrays thee, servant of hiding. Thou art the bringer of light, bane of Ifrit, Titan, Garuda, and Leviathan. I am Ramu, guardian of the children of the forest. Thou tramplest upon sacred soil, bringer of light. By what right doth man intrude in this sanctuary of the sylphs? Gridanians proffer peace? Their words are born of delusion, thine offer an insult. Thou speakest of harmony, yet carest naught for my children's desires. They did but wish to dwell beneath these boughs in solitude. Yet even that was too much to ask of man. Thus did they turn to me for succor. The sentence I pronounce upon thy kind is just. Redanian or Garlean, it matters not. The good intent of one excuseth not the misdeeds of the other. Thy conflicts have brought naught but anguish and misery unto the forest. All blame doth lie with the darkness that resideth in the breast of man. Whence sprung this calamitous seed? In the beginning no such duality existed. Were light and dark given form when man was born? It would explain much. Not least why strife and sorrow follow ever in thy wake. Thou canst not deny the urgings of thine own nature. Knowing that thy mere presence here portendeth tragedy, wilt thou persist in this pretense of peacemaking? Thou bearest the crystal which I bestowed upon my wayward charges, that they should entrust so precious a gift to thee. Thou standest apart from thy kin. Thou art the bringer of light, aye. But there is something more in thee. Very well. I shall consider thy proposal, shouldst thou survive my trial. If thou wouldst champion the cause of harmony, I must have proof that thou art fit to play the role. Wither mine ire, and prove to me thereby that thou hast strength enough to stay the darkness which threateneth to consume thee. Yet if thou shouldst be found wanting, know that all men shall perish in the storm of my judgment. Come to me, bringer of light. I shall await thee on the field of battle.
Urianger, it is rare indeed to find you so far from a tome.
The Lord of Levin himself. Never till this day had I looked upon his visage, save in painted renderings made faint by time. Ever shall this scene remain etched in my mind's eye. Beg pardon, my lady. I must beg thine aid on a point of research. If thou art resolved to face Lord Ramu, I would ask thy leave to observe the event.
Alright, so I guess now we gotta fight Lord Rahamut. Or Rama. Why did I say Bahamut? Rahamut. Rahama. Alright. Here we go. Striking tree hard. But you know what, everybody? We're gonna save all that for the next episode. So until next time, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Be sure to check me out at Twitter at @ShoBeWildesGaming. I follow all followers back. Also be sure to check out our Facebook group. Link will be in the description below. So until next time, everybody, I will see you all in the next one.